Hi guys, welcome back to the bus, welcome back to the channel. This is just a quick video. I've already done, I say, a lot of work. Top plate is in. Let's see if I'll show you. Just gonna bolt it up now, but my camera person sat over there, so put this one on. That one on. These are nylon nuts, by the way, so they're definitely not going to come undone. This back one here, still adding highlights. This back one here is going to be the trickiest to do. Well, I can see why. It's a fucking nightmare. That's the one that came out the back hole. Nothing left of it. I'd just like to say, ADL, this is a shit design. Look at the access for this. How are you meant to get a socket or anything on that down there? Great, they give you this inspection hole, but none of the bloody things line up. Bloody brilliant. Why I'm doing this up, I'd just like to point out, I did come across a little bit of rock just there, but that can be plated over and dealt with. It's quite easy to access because of this inspection hole, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I think this is nearly done now. I hope it is. Then comes the fun of getting the bus started again, and then well, sorting the airline out and getting the bus started and getting the bag on. Right, so bus is running. Top plate is under there. I'm not too sure if it's going to leak yet or not. I'm just waiting for, the way the system works is it'll fill the brake tanks first, so we've got to wait for the brake tanks to fill before it'll try and fill the suspension up. As soon as it starts to try and fill the suspension up, you can get under there, pop the bag on, and hopefully that should be it. The job should be good. Back with you once that starts. Right, the other day I did the video about putting the top plate back on. The top plate's in there. This air hose, it does fill the bag up, but it leaks because of the fitting right up at the top there. So we need to get some right angled fittings, but I can get that out with just the tyre off, maybe even not with that. So I'm just going to finish that video off today by slapping this tyre back on so it can come off the jack. I wasn't very well the other day. My partner Natalie was doing some live streams for us, but I just wasn't very well, so I just gave up with the day. So let's get this tyre back on. So nice and quickly, before much time, we're only here really. Does it need doing? I'll finish it off. Just take these off. They're only very loosely put on. Go back on in a minute. To manipulate the bottom of the wheel a bit closer into its position. Absolutely. Too dirty as well. Just come from work, literally. very well lifted. The tyre came off, so send them home. Go on. Obviously, they'll get put on. They'll get put on and torqued up properly before we obviously go on the road. But for now, it's just so the jack isn't bearing the weight of the bus. Basically. Will be much quicker to do by hand. Put the tyre back on the ground, obviously. I'll leave the jack under there. Because to get it out, what we'll need to run. Today, a lot of time to mess about. Literally, a quick job. Just to get this done right, that was done. That's done. That's done. I've got a bit more hand power than this. Done. Get the nuts. So, just get them as tight as easily possible. And then, even just for here around the yard, the wheel's not going to fall off. So, job is a good one. Wheels back on, airbags back in, job is finally finished. So, next week, well, it'll be now later this week, that jack out, need to order the two little bits that we need, and then inside this wheel well, we need to find out if there's an access port, which there looks to be a small one, to get that top plate out. So this top plate out, and then the same move to get it back in, and then we've got to do, hopefully then the week after, we do this one, which you can't see, and because of, well, I'll show you when we do that one why that sits like that. It's something that we're going to need help with to repair, essentially. Let me shut this up. Yeah, it's something we're going to need help to repair. And then lastly, this top plate's already been done. You won't be able to see in there, I don't think. But there's an air leak just behind the pillar that you can't see now. Just behind the pillar there, which is on the bag, which we can use one of them connectors to put the line back together, and then jobs are good. And the other thing that needs to be done is the height needs to be higher on this with the levelling valve, which you also can't see, but is behind there. So that needs a little bit of repair doing to it, and then that's the job done as well. Then we can raise the ride height. Oh, this needs the levelling valve sorting on it as well, so nothing too major. But as always, if you've enjoyed these videos and you're enjoying watching us work on the Dart, please do like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done so already. You can become a member on Patreon or on YouTube. For YouTube, just click the join button down below. You can join for as little as 99p, or you can get all the benefits of the membership for £2.99. Same on Patreon, 99p. It's just general buy us a coffee sort of thing. You don't really get much. You'll get the occasional updates and bits like that. £2.99 gets you access to all the director's footage, early access. We're just trying to start a one-on-one, which this video will go out after that. But I'm trying around the 1st of every month to do a live stream / get together Zoom call. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it yet. We might experiment with a few ways of doing it, where all the members can come together, have a chat to me, try and get the other members on, other groups as well, other group people on, and you can just generally have a chat and see what's going on and share about. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.